I'm Sienna Chanel, and this is a special edition of What's New Newark. We're here going around to each and every one of the stops on the Newark Arts Festival Tour. So right now we're in Poor King Portal, and as you can see, it's so much amazing stuff behind me. But we're going to check out all the other exhibits. We want to know what you guys think about it. We want to know what the artists had up their sleeve for all this artistry. And yeah, just lock in with us. What's New Newark? Newark TV. You from Newark anyway?
I'm from Newark.
Anyway.
Newark. I know how to say it.
Right, at least you know how to say, oh my gosh, right?
Oh, that's all right. This is a great place. I was just telling them, this is the place where music is born. Mm-hmm. Sarah Vaughan, Duke Ellington, you name it, people come through here. Cool in the Gang.
Right.
I have been here. I sat on the front row at, what was upstairs? I sat at the front row here, with Parliament Funkadelic, and it blew me away. I had to leave. The music was so loud.
It was so much you couldn't even take it anymore.
I mean, they had sound from Madison Square Garden, but they had it here at Symphony Hall, and it was great. Culture has been our refuge, and as long as the culture is vibrant and strong, people will be able to survive. Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, whoever.
So, y'all, you are here at Black and Brown and Unparalleled Truth. Give it up for being Black and Brown. And when we say that, we're not just discussing being Black and Brown as a race. We're talking about the entire concept of what is Black and Brown. Is it our drinking water? Is it the contaminated soil that we grow our food in, that we're forced to, that we're not allowed to test? Its actual alkaline or pH levels. Is it the way that the imprisonment camps in, that's my dog. She's definitely brown and gray though. Is it the imprisonment camps that...
What's her name?
Bella.
Hey, Bella!
Everybody say, hey, Bella.
Hey, Bella!
Shut up. I'm sorry.
So he's about to get black and blue. Assault you. So the whole concept was to explore the idea of what things are Black and brown. Is it our poetry? Is it the experience that we have culturally? If you're Haitian, if you're African, your experience is very different from someone else's, even if they're of the same color. So it's not about color here, it's about experience. If you look at all the work that is housed throughout the space, we have over 31 artists. This is the first year that we've offered fashion. We have this beautiful gown that's here in the middle of the floor. We all have a common thread here in this city, and that is to make people's lives an experience.
Sienna Chanel here, What's New Newark? We're going on our rounds at the Newark Arts Festival, and I get to see my boy Jeff. How you feeling today?
I'm well. Good to see you as well.
Right. So what do you think so far of what's going on here today? This is at the Black and Brown Unparalleled Truth exhibit. How are you feeling about it tonight?
I mean, the Newark Arts Festival is always one of the best times of the year for Newark, and I don't care how tired I am, I'm gonna make my rounds and see all of the exhibits that's going on and just get the fellowship with a lot of the artists that's locally here that's put a lot of work in year round. It's like a big reunion, and art is driving it. So, and I'm glad to see that a lot of people are more entrepreneurial. This is a beautiful space, and it's dope. This is real dope.
What's New in Newark? I'm Sienna Chanel here with one of the artists that is featured here tonight, Curvin, right? Are you in here somewhere? Can you show us where? There's so many places, so much dope art. Tell us where you are in here.
The one representing the strong African American women, the Haitian women, well, black women in empowerment photos are mine, yes.
Nice. So what, I guess, brought that inspiration? I feel like I know what brought the inspiration, but I want to hear it from the artist's mouth.
Well, I have 2 daughters, and I want them to see strong images of black women. So that's basically what inspires it.
So what interests you in getting involved in the North Arts Festival in general?
Well, I'm an artist, so the first thing is you want to make sure, upcoming artists, you want to make sure people know who you are. So you got to make sure you get involved in community work and all that stuff. So I'm New Jersey's, on. So I have to make sure that's my 2nd year doing it. So I have to make sure I get involved.
So upcoming artist, what does that even actually mean? Like, is there like a mark that now says you're a seasoned artist? Like, what's
Well, to me, it's because people don't really know the name yet. So I feel like, I'm going to come up, but pretty soon they'll know Curvin Andre. They'll get familiar with it. Get familiar with it, Curvin Andre. Y'all know what it is.
Tell them where else they can follow you or anything like that.
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Acomics Art, AKOMICS. It means as king, only my imagination can see. So you can follow me there.
Dope message, dope artwork. Thank you so much, Curvin. We appreciate it. And What's New in Newark? Here with the artist, Curvin, Sienna Chanel. What's New Newark here? We're at Black Swan right here on Halsey Street, downtown Newark. I'm with one of the featured artists tonight, Miss Sharon. Pronounce your last name for me.
Darlow.
Darlow. See, I think I was right, and somebody told me different, but it's okay. Sharon Darlow. So tell me a little bit about the exhibit today here at Black Swan.
Well, I have a bunch of different pieces up that are obviously rooted in realism, but they're different types of realism. Some of them are like illustration or very flat and stylized that are inspired by Gustav Klimt. Others are very highly technical oil paintings here that are in the mold of the old masters, like Leonardo da Vinci or David Beaux-Arts, like really rooted in tradition. And but I kind of give it my own twist. Like I have a painting of junk food, still life, because I was like really tired of looking at the like old school still lifes of fruit and bananas, right, and whatever. And I wanted to make a still life out of junk food, and I thought that was cool. And then I have like shadow boxes that are kind of like these kind of mysterious shadow boxes that I made out of a kind of a stream of consciousness thing, and they turned out to be kind of like artifacts to kind of commune with deceased loved ones or ancestors. That's what came out. And also I have this crazy painting of a tongue and eyeballs. And that's actually my favorite painting out of this whole piece, or that's my favorite piece out of this whole show, because it encapsulates my my personality, which is silly and dark.
Silly and dark. I love it. So how'd you get this name? Like I'm still trying to struggle with the pronunciation.
Phenomenology is a philosophy that deals with how we perceive the world, and we perceive the world through our senses. And I'm butchering basically what phenomenology means, but I'm not a very good explainer about it. But
you're doing a great job. I was getting it. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's about how you perceive the world through your senses. It's opposite from this other philosophy that Descartes came up with. That's more mathematical, and this one is more about our senses, about how we look at the world. And I guess how I look through the world is through different prisms of realism, through objects like the parts of the human body, like the eyeballs, fruit, food, artifacts, handmade artifacts, because some of the stuff I put together are, really, they took a lot of craft. So, obviously a common theme of all this stuff is different types of realism and craft, because I really value, craft, and that's my background, is that I'm an artist, but I'm also kind of an illustrator, so I really value basically rendering things as they are, but also giving it a twist, my own twist. So.
Well, we see an amazing twist that you've put on all of this tonight. Thank you so much, Sharon. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
How you feeling tonight? You feeling good, right?
Yeah, I'm really surprised that people really like it because you spend so much time in a studio and you think you're an abject failure because you're drawing something or painting something and you think, well, this looks like crap. and then you put it on the wall and you're like, oh, people like it. And I'm really surprised.
Well, keep going with that energy, Sharon. We really love it today. So many people here to see you. Thanks so much. What's New Newark? We're here. Up and coming artists, yeah. This has been a special edition of What's New Newark. I'm your host, Sienna Chanel. We really hope you loved everything that the Newark Arts Festival put out for us this year. Can't wait to see the comments.